What? What's happening? Stone Cologne 316 here. What? What's happening, guys? Happy Thursday. Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm going to do a list video today. I figured I haven't talked about my most masculine fragrances that I have. Some of these I've talked about. Some of these I don't think I have. Good fucking coffee. What? Sorry. I love coffee. But yeah, I got 15 masculine fragrances that I want to talk about today real quick. I didn't want to leave anyone out, but, 15 is usually a good... I don't want to do like the top 10, best 10, we'll do 15. So, masculine fragrances are very rugged. They're very smoky, spicy. I got some fresh stuff in here. I got some old school stuff in here. Got some fougères, got some barbershop type stuff, which if you saw yesterday's video, I wore this yesterday. I was going to put it in this video, but I got other ones that, a little more masculine than this, even though barbershop is a masculine fragrance. But yeah, most of these cut through the cold. They're heavy, a little daring, but mostly woody, spicy, smoky, that type of stuff. So let's just get into it, man. And I'll let you know what my scent of the day is because it's in this list. So once we hit on that, I'll let you know, what my scent of the day is. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is my top 15 masculine fragrances in my collection. First off, honorable mention. Didn't technically make the list, but Calvin Klein, Obsession for Men. Shout out to Derek. My dude Derek, this was one of the bottles he sent me that he was getting rid of. I remember my uncles used to wear this stuff back in the day. I wore this actually this past weekend, and my wife really liked this. It's a little potent at first. It opens up it's got cinnamon in it. Little powdery. The dry down is where it's at with this one. It's very, very sweet. It's not super sweet, not cloyingly sweet, but it's sweet, powdery, very cozy. Great for this type of year. You can find this at the rack store. Shit. For $20 maybe. This is a 4-ounce bottle. So yeah, I got a lot of juice. Stuff's potent, man. It came out in like 86. This stuff is still potent. It's been reformulated, I'm sure. But yeah, honorable mention, Calvin Klein Obsession for Men. Not super outdated. Excuse me. If you like old school scents, this is one of them. Calvin Klein Obsession for Men. Start this list off. God, it's so good today. What? First off, Mont Blanc Presence. Has an old school vibe to it. Cinnamon, cardamom. You're going to get a blast of that up top. Got sage, a little bit of sandalwood, amber, teak wood. Fougère-ish, barbershop kind of vibe. Cinnamon, spices. Little powdery in the dry down. Longevity sucks on this. This used to be a beast apparently, but sweet, fruity, fresh, spicy, woody type of stuff. I typically wear this out the shower, but this is some manly stuff, man. This is some clean. If you want a clean, masculine fragrance with a little bit of old school vibe, but still maintains a little modernness. I mean, this came out in 2001. You can pick this up at the rack store too. It sucks with performance. It sucks with performance, but the scent itself is really good. So, respray if you need to. But Mont Blanc Presence, check that one out. Very good one. Talked about this one a couple times. From the Bentley line, it's Bentley for Men Absolu. Smoky, woody, a little dry, resinous, earthy. It's got a little bit of sweetness from the pink pepper, but the sandalwood makes it a little creamy. It's got cedar, amber, little oud at the bottom, little moss, oak moss, I believe. Really good stuff. Smells supposed to smell like Gucci Pour Homme from 2003. But yeah, very, man's man kind of stuff. It's kind of upscale. I have another Bentley fragrance in here. I'm sure you'll know what that one's going to be, but um, this one's very, very yeah, resinous, woody, earthy, smoky, dry woods. Gives that little pencil shavings vibe. Not a lot of people like this. I've had comments saying that people just think this is awful. It's an acquired taste, but the Bentley line, Bentley for Men line, has a lot of like not your typical designer type stuff. So have it with an open mind if you go to try this. $30 at Burlington. I haven't been seeing them recently, so be on the lookout for that one. Longevity about 6 hours. I get this is a tester, but you can find these at the rack store for about $30. But yeah, this is a good one. I really like this. It kind of stays closer to the skin, so just it's not a beast. Apparently, it used to be, but it's still a stunner. Bentley for Men Absolute. Check that out. Not a safe blind buy. Just be aware. Next, sorry about the background. It is messy, like I was saying yesterday. It's Christmas time, so I got presents coming in and out. A lot of Amazon packages. What? Talked about this one briefly before, but it's a John Varvatos fragrance that got discontinued. I remember getting this at the rack store a couple years ago, for $20, and now this thing's going for like $200 to $300. Stark Rebel from John Varvatos. Smoky, sweet, a little sweet, spicy, leathery, woody. It's got a Jamaican rum. It's a little boozy. This has been touted as John Varvatos' best creation. The only thing I don't like about this is that the longevity sucks. You have to overspray with this. But this is beautiful. This is some manly shit, man. I remember wearing this, and I walked into a restaurant or a bar with my wife, and I had people turning heads just going like, who's wearing that? This is some badass shit. This is some bad boy shit. This is some masculine black t-shirt, jeans, leather jacket maybe, biker type stuff. Really, really good. Tobacco in here. It's just black leather, tobacco. I mean, those are probably the highlights of this. Let's spray in the air. Yeah, man, I just wish the longevity was a little better. Because I try not to wear this. I wear this seldomly. So I don't know if you can get your nose on it. I'm sure you can find a sample somewhere. At least experience it, get your nose on it. You don't have to necessarily try to get a bottle, but yeah, it's very sweet, but it's not annoying sweet. It's a smooth sweet. It's a cool sweet. Like, look at the bottle. This is some good shit. Get your nose on this. John Varvatos Dark Rebel. Discontinued gem, but just packs a punch. John Varvatos Rebel. Dark Rebel. Let's talk about one in the Givenchy Gentleman line. This one's my favorite. This is the only bottle of any Givenchy Gentleman fragrances I have in the line. It's Givenchy Gentleman Eau de Parfum Boise. Powdery, sweet, creamy, woody, little balsamic. It's kind of resinous. Coriander, black pepper. It's got Orris concrete, which is like basically concentrated iris, I believe. I'm not totally sure. I'm only assuming. Cedarwood. There's a cocoa nut in here. Cocoa note. Nut. What? Damn it, Stone Cologne. You suck at pronouncing shit. What? Yeah, like a cocoa leaf note, which does give us a little bit of a chalky, chocolatey type of vibe to it. And patchouli, sandalwood, a little bit of wood smoke. It's not like a super smoky fragrance, but God, it looks such a mess. Sorry. Good stuff. Wore this at a wedding. Got a lot of compliments. A little mature. It's not for everybody. Good stuff. Kind of, it performs kind of like Dolce & Gabbana, the one Eau de Parfum. Stays closer to the skin. Still has like it lasts a little bit longer than Dolce & Gabbana, the one Eau de Parfum. But it wears the same. Stays kind of close to the skin. It projects really far in the first hour, but then it just kind of reserved. This is more of like date night type of stuff, but it's masculine. I love this stuff. I always have it front and center in case I want to wear it. Givenchy Gentleman Eau de Parfum Boise. Check that out. Here's the other Bentley one. I don't know why I just didn't do it back to back, but I wasn't really doing any order. But Bentley for Men Intense. How do you not put it in this list? It's masculine. It's the more intense version than the original, which I just picked up relatively recently at Burlington for $30. But these were popping up too. The Intense, Absolu, the original, Black Edition too. I did not put Black Edition in this list. Just to let you know, I didn't put Bentley for Men Black Edition. I should have, but I needed a little time away from that one because that one's made like almost every list. So, but yeah, rum, leather, black pepper, spicy, leathery, smoky, little sweet. There is a little sweetness to it, but it's dry woods a bit. This is a tester too. I didn't realize. I got this a couple years back. So this is an older bottle, but look how dark that juice is. It looks like a bottle of whiskey. Doesn't it? Looks like a bottle of whiskey. Sandalwood. I mean, it's very woody, very rugged, and my dog's barking. Hey, Russell. Damn it, Russ. Go lay down. What? Anywho, I'm sorry. Bentley for Men Intense. Stupid longevity. Man's man type of stuff. Very masculine. Check that out. Super hyped over the years. It had to be in this list. Bentley for Men Intense. Next, let's do kind of an old school one, but it's still timeless classic from Chanel. Platinum Egoiste. Barbershop vibes. Lavender. The rolly. Very green. Very spicy. Fresh. Green. Woody. Fougere. It's got that shaving cream type of vibe. The Barbasol foamy shaving cream. Excuse me. Oak moss at the bottom. Sandalwood. Vetiver. This is just beautiful. If you think of Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce and its dad or great uncle or granddad, this is what it would smell like. It still holds up to this day. I know it's been reformulated since I think this came out in the 90s, maybe earlier, early 90s, late 80s. Very good stuff. Very masculine, very creamy. It gets creamy on me. Has that shaving cream type of vibe to it, like I said. Just really good old classic, modern classic, timeless classic stuff. This is more mature. This isn't for the younger crowd, but the older folk, 30s and up, would probably appreciate this a lot. So decent longevity. I get about 6 hours. It's nothing crazy. I'm running low on it, so I wear it seldomly now because this is expensive. It's like $120 for a 50 ml. This is 50 ml. I spent like maybe $90 or $100 on it. It's not cheap. Chanel Platinum Egoiste belongs in this list. Next, this is what I'm wearing today. I've talked about this one before. It's from the Brioni line. It's Brioni Eau de Parfum Intense. Fruity, woody, spicy, a little sweet. It's fresh. The whole Brioni line revolves around their suits, so it's tailored for men. And this one, for some reason, I gravitate towards more than the rest. This in Eau de Parfum Eclat, the frosted bottle, the freshie, grapefruit, musk, and Broxton type of stuff. and woods. Those are the two that I gravitate towards. But this one, for this time of year and right now, it's more masculine. It's got an oud note. It's got a little funk at the bottom. Vanilla oud and ambroxan with fruits is what you're going to get mainly. The mandarin orange creates this really fruity, tart juiciness. With the pink pepper, adds a little sweetness. Good stuff, man. This I'm wearing this today. I put a bunch of sprays on, so this will last me all day. The deep dry down on this is beautiful. So if you get a chance, get your nose on this. 8+ hours in longevity. You can find this for maybe $50 to $70 range for a full bottle. This has borderline niche quality to it, but it's a designer. It's an affordable, high-end designer in my eyes. Brioni EDP Intense. Really get your nose on. If you want something different, if you want to get your nose and try opening the doors to like a little bit of oud or a little bit something unique, but still maintains like a mass appealing type of vibe, really, really get your nose on this. I'd say sample it, but I mean, I blind bought this. I don't recommend blind buying, but if you want to pull the trigger and just want to stop buying the same fragrances over and over again and you want to try something new, something unique, this is it. Give this a shot. Brioni EDP Intense. Check that out. Just take a sip of coffee. What? Next, old school one, but it took them, 40 some years to come out with a with a flanker. I was going to put Drakkar Noir in here, but I decided to put Drakkar Intense. A little bit more modern. It still maintains the Drakkar DNA. Now, they discontinued the regular Drakkar, but they still have Drakkar Noir. So I'm a little confused if this is supposed to be an actual flanker to Drakkar or Drakkar Noir. So if somebody knows about that, please feel free to comment below because I really don't know. But this came out like 2 years ago or so. It still has that fougere type of vibe. A little sweet. It's got a boozy note. It's got absinthe in it. A little rosemary, lavender, juniper berry, moss, suede, vanilla, patchouli at the bottom. That's where you're going to get your sweetness. I get about 6 hours longevity. It's not a beast. It's not anything. It's really not a loud fragrance on me, but it lasts. It's got performance, so it's clean. It's a little fresh, but it still maintains that masculinity and that fougere type of vibe. It smells like the Drakkar Noir DNA. Spray it. Yeah, I mean, right when you spray it, you get that like Drakkar Noir, piney green type of vibe, but then it gets sweet, it gets creamy, it gets a little, sweeter. Good stuff. I really like what they did with this. I'm glad that they came out with this because it's a modern. It smells like a modern classic. Popping up at the rack stores, $20 to $30 range. Get you this 100 ml, probably get you 50 ml, if I'm not mistaken. Check out your rack stores. They are popping up. Drakkar Intense. Check that out. Next, we got one that's kind of similar to the Drakkar Intense, but I like this one a little bit better. It's a little bit more warm, a little spicy, boozy. Just a man's man type of shit. What does Ric Flair say? Damn it, my buddy Ric Flair says if you want to be the man, you gotta beat the man. What? Sorry, stole Rick's catchphrase, but we're talking Azzaro Homme Intense. I got this a couple years back. Heavy cinnamon up top. Brandy note gives it booziness. Haitian vetiver, amber, and tonka. It's very hot, spicy, boozy in the middle, woody, warm, a little powdery at the bottom with the tonka bean adds that sweetness. This is some good shit, guys. This is some really, really good stuff. Definitely for 30s and up type of vibe. I mean, if you're 20s and you appreciate that kind of stuff, like you could wear this. But I usually wear this for Christmas. I layer this with Zaharoff Second Soul from the Z Creators 2.0 line. Um, and it's beautiful. It's just, I might wear that again for Christmas. I don't know. I got some pickups this year that something might change. So Azzaro Homme Intense, man. 8+ hours I get. Just barbershop fougere type vibe, but hot and spicy and a little boozy and powdery sweet. Very, very good stuff. Get your nose on this. This is great. It was discontinued briefly, but I don't know if it's still around, but get your nose on it. Azzaro Homme Intense. Next, I got this one this year. I wore this for Thanksgiving. You might know where I'm going with this. Boss Bottled Absolu. Shit's loud. Sweet, smoky, woody, leather, resinous, frankincense, leather, patchouli, myrrh absolute, Davana, and cedarwood. Gives it a Mancera red tobacco vibe, which I don't have. I have clones of. I just didn't include it because red tobacco, women can potentially wear it too. So that's why I don't. It's not uber masculine, but this I like because it is more leathery, more resinous than red tobacco. Um, it's really good. People are saying this is their favorite release of the year, designer release of the year. Boss Bottled really hit it out of the park. Hugo Boss hit it out of the park with this one. Niche quality. It's supposed to smell like Carlisle from Parfums de Marly. I think I smell Carlisle. I don't remember. Boss Bottled Absolute. Check that out. 8+ hours. I got a ton of compliments on Thanksgiving with this. Very manly stuff, heavy duty stuff, easy on the sprays. This is very, very loud. It's a beast. Boss Bottled Absolute. Check that out. This next one of my favorite pickups of the year, which I still have to do. So be on the lookout for that. Probably in the next week or so. I'm going to try and do it before Christmas. Or maybe between Christmas and New Year's I'll do that. But it's from Dumont, Celerio, Elysium. Good shit. Love this stuff. Supposed to be a twist / clone of Montebaco Verano Intensivo. I heard it's like 90-95% similar. It's a little powdery, tobacco in it, spicy notes, sandalwood, leather, cedar, ambergris. Really good stuff. You're going to get a bright hit of juniper berry, magnolia, and then it settles down. It gets powdery. It's very aromatic. For being a heavier kind of fragrance, it does have a freshness. I mean, that juice is kind of bright. So, but this, man, the dry down of this is beautiful because the tobacco really comes out. It's kind of a leafy tobacco, but it gives it an earthiness. Signature scent. This is when someone walks in the room, you smell important wearing this. That's why I really like this one. You smell very important, very masculine, very unique. Great performance. This is all around. It's a damn near perfect scent. A damn near perfect men's masculine scent. You can wear it for the office, dress it up, dress it down. This is a signature scent. Get your nose on it. I blind bought it. If you like tobacco and juniper and all the notes that are described in here, safe blind buy. Not telling you what to do, but for $50, this is a banger. Dumont Celerio Elysium. Check that out. Next, I got to put an Aventus dupe in here, right? I was going to put the new Supremacy Collector's Edition. It's a little fruity. It's not as masculine as this one. Not only intense. Black currant and oak moss. Dominant. You're getting that Aventus Hachivat type of vibe, but it's smoky. The black currant. Apple bergamot gets a tartness, but it's very inky black currant. Oak moss is strong. It's in the mid on this and not in the dry down. And the saffron adds this real fuzzy kind of, adds a thickness, a thick spice to it. Um, Great stuff. Um, Had this a couple years. This stuff is nuclear performance. Be careful with the sprays, but this is some masculine stuff. Highly recommend. If you like Aventus or Hachivat, it is a safe blind buy. Just be aware that if you don't like the smokier type of stuff, you ain't going to like this. So, Afnan Supremacy Not Only Intense, still touted one of the top Aventus / Hachivat um, twists or clones that are out there. Check that out. Very good stuff. Very manly type stuff. I got three more. This one, my favorite set in my collection, still until further notice. It's probably going to get topped eventually this coming year somehow. But Acqua di Gio Profumo, dark aquatic, dark smoky, incense patchouli. This is my second bottle of this. I had a bottle from 2017 that I went through. God, it's so good. And they discontinued it and then did the parfum and then reformulated the parfum this year and made it back to what this was. Why did you get rid of it, Armani? Cash grab. Damn it, someone's rent's due. What? Yeah, all around great scent, signature scent. You've heard me talk about this. I love this stuff. It's a classic. It's Hall of Fame worthy. The greatest of all time. Acqua di Gio. Just really, really good stuff. So lucky you have this. I'm about halfway through my six ounce bottle. So it's aquatic, fresh, dark, smoky. It's so good. Acqua di Gio Profumo. If you've never smelled it, I'm sure you can find a sample. They're floating out there somewhere, but resale prices are outrageous, so just be aware. Acqua di Gio Profumo. All right. Last two. My most masculine. Zaharoff Signature Pour Homme. Had to put it in here. Pear, lavender, little oud. It's smoky. Think of fresh, smooth, little fruity up top with lavender, nice clean lavender, and then it gets smoky. But the lavender lasts throughout the whole fragrance. That is why this is so beautiful, and that's why the juice is purple. It's got a lavender type of color to it. This is some good stuff, guys. Get your nose on it. It's been out for a while. George is coming out with a signature Pour Homme Extreme, which I can't wait to get my nose on. But this is beautiful. This is one of my favorites in my collections. Man's man type of stuff. CEO boss. Very important smelling businessman type of stuff. 8+ hours. The sillage is amazing. It wears perfect on me. I love this stuff. Every time I wear it to the office, someone pulls me aside and goes, "What are you wearing, Ken? It smells amazing." You do not wear this with a t-shirt and jeans. I usually have a button up over this, and I my work attire is a little casual, but it's still, I carry myself a certain way, professional. And when you wear this, you have to carry yourself in a professional manner. Zaharoff Signature Pour Homme. Check that out. Last but not least, this one is the most masculine, probably one of the strongest fragrances in my collection. It's another Zaharoff Signature Tabac. What? It's really, really good, guys. It's very strong, very easy on the sprays. There's a reason why there's not a big dent in this, because you only need about 3 sprays of this max, or else you're going to be choking someone out. You're going to have to call the fire department. I don't know what to tell you. Super smoky. Birch tar is in this. honey, leather, Chinese oud, a little suede, tobacco. But the birch tar, be aware, George has to reformulate this because the birch tar note is getting banned in the fragrance world, I guess, for whatever reason. I don't know the exact specifics, but something that it was giving people reactions or something. I don't know. Whenever it caters to like one or two people, they got to rip it off the shelf, apparently. But he is reformulating this to make it more wearable, I guess. But the birch tar is what's leaving this fragrance, which gives it this just masculinity, kind of smokiness type of stuff. Rugged, daring. You don't wear this all year round. I mean, you wear it mostly for cutting through the cold like this weather. It's 4 degrees out today, which I should probably start my car before I go to work. But stupid longevity. This stuff's nuclear. My wife is obsessed with this stuff. Ladies will like this. If you have a lady like mine, if you know someone like my wife, she does like the smoky type of stuff. Like she likes super masculine stuff on me, which is great because I love wearing stuff like this. Get your nose on it. If you like it, grab a bottle before they run out of this formulation. He will be reformulating it. It's just not with the birch tar, but it's going to be more wearable, I guess. So it's a little more tolerant than this. But man, I'm lucky to have this. I got a 4-ounce bottle. It's going to last me the rest of my life. Seriously. I'm not going to wear this all the time, but if I go out with the guys or something like that, I'll wear this, or I'll wear it around the house. My wife likes to smell it. So Zaharoff Signature Leather Tabac. I did switch the cap. This is the Royale Triple X cap. I talked about this briefly a week or so ago. So, yeah, Leather Tabac. Really get your nose on it. Samples online. Zaharoff.com. 3 ml samples for $7. It's worth it. Get your nose on it. And that's it. That's my list. I tried to do it as quick as I could. That's 15 for you. 15 my most masculine fragrances. I probably have a couple others, but I don't wear them as much, so I wanted to do the stuff that I actually wear. So let me know if you have any of these. Let me know what you're wearing today. Again, I'm wearing Brioni EDP Perfume Intense. Okay. Put another spray on. Yeah, let me know what you're wearing. Let me know if you have any of these, if you like them, if you don't like them. Give me your top masculine fragrances that you have. And yeah, and I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you guys for subscribing and, watching my content. I've been having fun with this, and I'm just going to keep having fun. And get me to 1,000. We can start doing live streams, and we can start hanging out. Just saying. What? Have a great day. Be well, be safe, be healthy, and you know the drill. Like, comment, and subscribe. What? And that's the bottom line. What? Because Stone Cologne said so. Take care, guys. Have a great day.